We're running on all cylinders here at Stamps by Me today. Let me tell you, it's happening all over. If it's not one thing, it's another. We've got lots of exciting things happening today. We've got some pains in the bottoms happening today. So welcome to the channel, everyone. My name is Toni Darroch, and this is the House of Craft Network, where we just love to share the love of craft. And I say it every single time, even if you've been with me for 10, 12, 15 years, 1 year, 1 month, 1 day. We love to share the love of craft. We do. Any product, any way, anyhow, if it's putting a smile on your face, it makes me very happy. I'm just about to burst out laughing. Honestly, today has been so funny. Now, we've got so much exciting stuff happening, but then when we get excitement, we're like, oh, why did that happen? Or, oh, what's going on with that then? So what I want to tell you all about very quickly before we actually dive into our one-day special is a couple of things. I don't have a demo today. It's just product. As you can all appreciate, I need to get over to the States to do live shows over there. But the show has some fantastic one-day special deal and some back-in-stock items that you've all been waiting for. So if you're waiting for specific items, hopefully they'll be in the show today for you. Two, I want to tell you that we've had quite a few of you email message saying you're not getting updates through the app, through your accounts, there's no shipping, it's not showing anything. So we ironed out the front of the office, front of our website when we did our server change, but there are still things going on in the background that are not communicating. So the dots are just not connecting. So we have had a few emails going, has my item been dispatched? Have you even got my order? Because I haven't had a confirmation. I can't see it in the app and things like that. Just be assured that things are still going on at Stamps by Me, but the systems might not be showing that it's still going on. So Becky's got a few things going on her account now. And what Becky is physically doing right now as we speak is she is going into the delivery service, taking the code, because normally the dots connect and they're not. So she's physically taking the codes and inputting them hand by hand, number by number onto your orders. So you can at least see that they have gone. Now, if you haven't already, I know some of you already have, so I know the system is working fine. Some of you have had your magazines, some of you have had your stamps. I've seen your post, how delighted you are about them. So I know the orders are arriving at your home address, but our system isn't showing you that we're actually doing anything. It looks like everybody's taking a month's vacation, okay? But that's not physically the case. So if you were waiting and thinking, what's going on here? There's no updated code, there's no delivery code. Becky is physically, manually putting them in so you have something to track if you haven't had your order. So if you did email in asking those questions, hopefully I've been able to answer it for you. But like I say, Becky is flat out right now and has been since 8 o'clock this morning trying to get those details in for you all because we know how much you rely on them. But please be assured your items are being sent and have been sent even though the system is showing otherwise. So you might get your orders today, Saturday, Monday, Tuesday, whenever it may be. Okay, so just be patient on that front. Everything's good. Don't worry about it. The third thing I want to tell you about is I am out of the office. There is no Monday show and there will be no Wednesday show because I'm in the States, although I will try and do some Facebook Lives and blog and vlog the travels because I know you all like to see what I'm up to. So please know that Monday and Wednesday next week there won't be anything happen, and I just haven't had the capacity to do any pre-records for you all. So today's one day special, how exciting. Now I've already done a 2-hour class this morning, so I mean I am on form. I am on fire. I'm packed, I'm ready to go, and poor Tim is sinking. He's got loads of work to do before we leave. But we're a team out with Tim. We're going to get it sorted. So let's have a look at the one-day special. Now, I didn't want to launch anything new before I went away because, one, I can't follow up and show inspirational content, and two, I didn't have the capacity to demo it. So I'd just not do any new product any justice. So what I have done is what you've all been asking for is the bundle of our most popular mounts. Now the mounts you all come back and buy 2 and 3 times above and beyond. Okay, so you buy 1, you love them, and then if you're anything like my design team, buy 2 and 3. Okay, because you like them, you love them. They're quick cards. They don't require any work at all. They just need a stamp sentiment or a die cut and you're good to go. However, if you do want to elevate them, You've seen them run through embossing folders, gilding flakes, etc., etc. So the world is your oyster with this. Now combined, if you were to go back and top up on any of these, $67.93. But today I've put them all of them on at $34.99. Now we've had a ton of orders before I've come to air, and you are paying, some of you are paying 26 quid. The points are coming back. We're back into the era of enjoy your points. Some of you are going to be at free delivery at some point along the line, and it's going to kill me. I know. But some of you are at that points accrued. So pop it in your basket, see if your points knock anything off. If you're happy, then you've got those top-ups. This is an amazing collection, and this is my personal favourite from our mounts that we've launched. You've got a whole plethora. I've got some wonderful samples to show you. I've only loaded 3 bigger number on this. I've loaded 100. That is it. That is it. Because I still need to sell them as individuals. They sell through and look after themselves. So for the one-day special, I have only loaded 100 whilst stocks last, okay? So item number 280225 Alpha. If you're to buy these individually, guys, you're looking at £6, £7, £8, £9, £10 a pack. They're the heavyweight mounts. They don't require any work, but they have such a beautiful design running through. Also, 2 of the designs out of here are not even available individually. So what a lovely treat for you all. So let's have a look. Tina says, question, when does the delivery kick in? I'll find out for you, Tina, because I know we had some changes this year around, but I'll let you know, sweetheart. So hi, Phil. Hi, Marilyn. Hi, Denise. Hi, Audrey. Hi, Michaela. Lovely to see you all. So let's dive in and show you. Let me show you what you can make, and then I'll pick a few of them up and show you what they have inside. I have to tell you guys, you know this flower on here? I know I'm jumping from one genre to the next, but you all know that I own a fashion brand, right? These flowers are on a dress in the summer. I just loved them that much. These are having an appearance on a dress. Can you believe it? So I'll be interested to see if you like it as much on my dress. So this is the one in the centre of the picture there, the crimson petals. And it's got a mix of all of the, well, you get them all, so you don't have to decide. So here we have this one. I'll show some more here. So we'll just go through all of these incredible samples. So you have some vintage scenes. You have vintage flock. Look at this one here with that embossing folder around that design. So if you're tuning in for the first time or haven't seen these before, honestly, you're getting a steal all of them together, because normally my lovely crafty friends who follow me and, you know, support me in every way possible bought these at launch. But I've done it because I know that our lovely following will probably buy again to top up because they are incredible. And secondly, if you are a brand new crafter, you do have the opportunity to get these and try them at home. So these are the scenes, but look what happens when you build them in with your embossing folders. Here's another one with the embossing folder inked up in white across the corner. Add some drippy ink on top if you want to create that sort of moody sort of town centre. Use your die cuts, frame them. Some more embossing folders here and another embossing folder here, just to show you how beautiful you can be. Reflection collection over the scenes. There are so many. Look at that. I will show you through some of the collections in a second, but this is just a lovely taster of some of the amazing, look at that 3D, so cut and 3D'd on top. Postcards. What about teaming them up with other collections as well? So I'll keep going. So beautiful. Quick card making, but equally team them up with Imala, Quatra D, Lamination, Distressed. Pieces of artwork, honestly. Stamp. Shaker cards. If this doesn't give you variation and options with your craft. Like I say, this is now selling fast. 104 have it in the basket. Now, we all know there ain't 104 people going to check out right now, but that is how many people have got it in their baskets. Whether they check out or not, I know lots of you think that by putting it in your basket, you've secured it. You totally have not. So there we go, all 6. Now, let me show you. Let's just grab Let me just grab some of the scenes here. So this is one of the packs in the full collection. So Life in the City. So you get 7 collections, okay? 7. Just absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. So that's Life in the City. The heavyweight as well, they're the mounts. Let's have a look at the next one. Purple Radiance. So nice. It's the sentiment, guys. If you want to enhance, you can totally do that. I'm just grabbing a few at a time as we go. Oh, that's the same. Try and get some different ones, Tony. So Purple Radiance, let's just grab some more. Let's go down by the bottom here. Let's have a look at this one. I like the scene ones. So this one is Classic Journal. Literally not showing you all the designs. I'm just trying to... So nice, right, guys? You could just stare at them. Nice. So let's move on to the next. Then we've got flowers, some more flowers. Who loves these? I bet you're all topping up. I bet you are. I knew you would. I knew you would. It's sometimes nice to take a break from new, isn't it? It's sometimes really nice to take a break from the new and see something else. You know, I love flowers. This has to be my favourite, but, you know, I can't do flowers all the time. I know I think the design team have had 2 sets of these so far already. Can we have some more for more samples? Can we have some more? Can we have, if that's the favourite word, can we have some more? I'm only joking. They work so hard. And if it makes me very happy, actually, that they love them so much that they want more. It makes me very happy. So this is Crimson. This one has the frames, some frames built into as well. Corners. If you like your clean and simple cards, can't wait to see this on my dress. Sent this off yesterday. So exciting. Could you imagine? I might wear it on launch in here. You'd be like, where do you think you're going? It's the summer wedding guest vibe I'm going for, so I thought this would be beautiful. Listen, if it's good enough for my crafters and paper, it's good enough for fashion. That's all I'm saying. So that is the Crimson, and shall we have a look at let's have a look at the last one on the counter. Have I done them all? $34.99. You get the full set of 7. They're more like a card weight, super heavy, straight onto a card. Add accents of watercolour if you want to, maybe not. Put them through an embossing folder, add some white on top. You've seen the cards. Add reflection, collection, lamination. It just works, right? Have I done them all? Oh, I need to do the top one, don't I? Let's have a look at this one. This is more of an abstracted background one, which is beautiful, this one. This one is called Fractured Flora. See if you can see the flowers in this one, guys. So you've got a whole range, look at that, come on, of different textures, layers. I am seeing embossing folders on these all day long. Look at that. You don't get this type of paper from anywhere else. You do not. Only Stamps by Me that are brave enough to do it, but we are brave enough to do it because it is our style and we can carry it, and so can you at home. So there we go. So you get all 7, item number 280225 alpha, $34.99. And now I'm at the point where I can now say some of you have those discounts, so check out the price when you pop it in your basket. Now, next 2 items back in stock. One of them's Christmas themed, but I only ordered 100. So I'll be pushing them nearer the Christmas time, but if you want to get ahead now and get it and have it done, because we've got more for this range coming for our next Christmas launch, then get ahead. Some of you, probably most, actually have, but if you're new, shop ahead. So the first one on the counter is our amazing embossing folders. You know how good we are at embossing folders. So this one is the one with the deer. It doesn't have to be a stag, it can be a deer. And it's got the die cut centre as well, which you can remove if you do not want to remove the centre of there, and just tape it back in, okay? So this one is Making Spirits Bright. It's back in stock. 39 of you have this in your basket, but let me show you. Now that paper is also in the show. That is back in stock. I'll talk about that in a second. Look at that. Just look at the frame. Beautiful, right? So 050523, bravo. Look at the detail there. So beautiful. That is a shaker card on there. So they are 5x7. They are our signature 3D embossing folders, and they are just a wow factor. This will be the last time I order them. That'll be the 3rd time, and I've ordered the minimum, which is 100. So it is what it is. Please don't bully me if you don't get it. Next item. Now this one is launched with our Christmas theme. But it's fantastic for woodland themed, your animals, your guys cards, your autumn cards as well. Just beautiful. Peace on earth. And this is the rectangular one with that detailed centre. It cuts it out. Double chamfered frame to get the detail on there as well. And here are a few samples. This is a Christmas one. This was the bestseller. I probably think this one will go first. So 52 of you have this in your basket. 5x7, 050523 Charlie, $14.99. It's really difficult, guys, for me to reduce anything like these because they're so expensive. They require moulds to be made. I can give discounts on paper and stamps and things like that after time, but these sorts of things are just so expensive to have a mould made. It's really difficult. So appreciate them at that price because I can't give any discounts on those. And I don't want to turn into the channel that just discounts everything, because we're not that channel, right? We do give the savings in some shows, but we can't do it in all. So the last item on this counter before we get to the other one is the Quatra D. Now, I've put Quatra D in because I don't know if everybody's seen it. When we launched it, since then, lots of you have started to follow me. So basically, Quatra D is that 4-stage system where it creates a 3D embellishment on your cards. So you have the embossing folder, you have the layering stencils, you have the stamp, and then you have the die, okay? And it creates the most beautiful 3D embossed embellishment that you would only traditionally see on cards in stores. Now, all of these elements can be used independently. Guys. So the embossing folder on its own, the stamp on its own, the die around either of those works as well. But teamed together, you get the most awesome look. So let me show you some samples here. Now, you can use them with your embossing powders, inks, whatever you want to, okay? So this one's just the embossing folder. And painted, a little bit of ink around. This one is silver embossed with the stamp on the background there. That has been die cut. Look at that. That is a beautiful card. What about using the embossing folder in the background and then the stenciled and stamped and die cut one on the foreground? That is a nice card also. What about teaming it in with your script stamps? I've knocked £5 off this one, only £5. Coffee and cream. 3D, they are so 3D, I cannot tell you. Or maybe not use the embossing folder at all, maybe just the stamp. With your cool papers that we all love and adore. That's not the embossing folder, that's completely flat. How cool are those? So that's the 4-stage system. If you haven't got that, you might want to try that one. It's a wonderful concept, and if you're doing 1 card, you have to make 3, right? So the item number for this one is 180424 Charlie. Traditionally $39.99, today $34.99. And then if you've got those discounts, you're going to get it a little bit cheaper. So before I move to the other counter, in fact, shall I go? Do you want me to go first? Okay, so I'm going to go across, but what I do want to tell you about is don't forget our hot picks. They're on till Wednesday. They're probably on till Thursday because I'm not back till Thursday to take them off. But check out our hot pick show from our Wednesday hot picks, our spring hot picks. If you are after a deal or wanting to invest in the brand or try the brand, then hot picks is the way to go. Rolf says the design team does fabulous cards. Thank you, Rolf. They really do. They work so hard. SBM are the best, says Tina. Let's have a look. Liked and shared. Thanks for sharing. That is super kind. When are we getting the USA goodies? We're all being impatient. As soon as I can, as soon as I meet myself coming backwards, you'll get them. So the embossing folder die combos are brilliant. You can make very quick cards with just one pass through the machine, says Adele. Thank you so much. Best ever design team. I know, they're so good. So let's talk about some of the other items I've got on the counter as well. Back in stock again. I am not ordering for a 3rd time. What a great show today. What a great show. So this one is Woodland Wildlife. Now this goes with the embossing folder from the other counter beautifully. Not intentionally, because they were launched at different times, but it does go back to me telling you about, you know, Stamps by Me always creating products that have a theme. Even though one's green and one's vibrant purple, you know that the theme is there, so it all works. It's wonderful. So Woodland Wildlife, it's our bumper paper pack, the 5x7. Let me show you inside. You're all screaming. We had so many people click the notify me button on this one. You're all screaming at me. So let's just show this one here. Just make sure I get in shot for Tim there. So Woodland Wildlife is an eclectic mix of different sort of animals that can be used in apertures. You can add ink to them, splat them with your watercolours. Just trying to show you as many as I can. Very impactful designs on here. I'll show you some samples too in a second. Some of you have topped up on this one as well. I know Rolf messaged me, could you send me one, please? I'm like, of course I can. I think you just all like to collect them. I'm not sure if any of you absolutely use them, but still all the same. If I was on the other end of this screen right now, I would be topping up. I know what I'm like. I still get fire in my belly when I see them, and I blooming pull them together and make it all happen for you all. I get very excited about it. So you have some plainish ones as well if you're embossing folders, so you can run them through and bring them back with the white ink pad. $32 of you have this in your basket. Can we make sure we share our shows, guys, as much as we possibly can? We do want some other crafters to join us as well. We don't want to disappear into the ether. So make sure you do your little jobs for me all. Share the love of craft as always, every platform. And if you can pop a comment underneath this video when I've gone off air, I will pick some winners in my Monday night lives, as I always do, a ton of winners. So you have some beautiful, and they're uncoated. You can stamp onto them. You can run them through your embossing folders, and they will carry some ink as well. Oh, best save the best till last, the little beaver. So there we go. So that is your bumper paper pack, $19.99. Obviously, if you have your points, you're going to get that at a discounted price. So 020124 Bravo. Let me just show you some samples for that one. Now, that might be, I'm not sure I saw that paper in there, but the stag is in the next one, so you can see that. But this is definitely in. I know you like to see my samples. Already liked and shared, says Julie. Thank you. Liked and shared. Thank you. So if you've got our embossing folders, look at this. It just works. What about a Christmas card if you wanted to? Great for men's cards. Totally, look at him. That literally is a stamped sentiment onto your paper. Come on. So that one is your bumper paper pack. Now, the next item on the counter goes with seamlessly. They were launched together. But equally, if you have the paper pad and you don't have the stamp, then you can obviously get this stamp. Stamp and stencil masks. Stamp and stencil mask, this one is totally awesome. And the cards that are on the front here, where the trees are stamped into the bear, are the looks that you're going to get. So you get the full A5 stamp set with the stag, the trees, the bear, the words, and then you get the masks. You get the bear mask and the stag mask, which literally you put over your stamped image and then you add a white halo around and it just pops and works. We've got a new one of this one. You've probably seen it. It's a wolf. If you got the magazine, you've got a sneak peek, launching in a couple of weeks. So let's just show you exactly what I mean. Oof, come on. I don't think anybody does this. I don't think so. Well, when did we launch this? Summer last year? What's the date? Let's have a look. So you can see there, this was launched on the 2nd of January 24. So over a year ago. I don't think anybody does this. It's just such a cool technique. So the stamp is the stamp, and then you have let me just show you actually, because you might not understand what I'm saying if you knew. Look, so the stamp is the stamp. Sorry, the stencil is the stencil. It's a full stencil. And then the bear comes out for a mask. And then you've got your stag at the bottom as a mask as well. And then you get your full stamp set too. And then what you can do is you can add the exterior of the stencil around the bear and stamp the trees in the bear. And you make that card on the front. It's such a cool technique. We love techniques, don't we? We love techniques that work anyway. So let's just keep showing you some samples here. So bearing in mind, the papers in here are the papers that are back in stock. Okay, so they're just launched over there. So this is $24.99. The reason it's $24.99 is you've got that stencil and the masks in there. So you can make Christmas cards. You can stamp the trees in the background. There's the stag on the front there. Over on the trees. Can't wait for the wolf, my spirit animal. And then we've got, look at that. That looks like it was part of the paper. It wasn't. We did that, or you did that at home. What about nothing in? Silhouettes. There's the technique. The tree is inside. Again, I don't have an infinite amount of these, so make sure if you like it, you get it. If you're sitting on the fence thinking, I'm not sure I'd use that, I don't know who I'd give that to, move on. We've got plenty of stuff in the show. There might be something else that you actually like. So the item number for that one is 020124 Alpha, $24.99. That's cool. The next item, I think I have 10 left, and it's our Create Together Club. Now, we did this together. There are 5 days of content for this one. We did a brand new technique every day. It lasted for 5 days, and you can catch the content on our channel. One for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, an hour of each. Sometimes we did 2 cards, sometimes we did 1. But basically, it is this particular kit. Now, I was asked multiple times if I can break them down. Unfortunately, I can't. When it's the Create Together Club, people invest because it's part of a club and inspiration, okay? So therefore, it's incredibly difficult for me to then break that promise and just sell it because it didn't sell. It's gonna have to be this way. So if you wanna get involved in it, you have to buy it as is. I cannot break it down when it's come as something that I've promised my lovely following. So this is the Create Together Club. It's value straight away. This is your stamp, die and layering system that gives you this look of cards on the front here. And you also got the complementing paper pad as well. Let me show you some samples. We don't have, this is literally what is left from the show. We sold, I think, 400 for Create Together Club. So I think there's about 10 left, 10, 12, something like that. And I thought, you know what, I'm adding it in today because not everybody knows about our wonderful Create Together Club. Now, these are some of the technique. In fact, let me just show you some of the cards you can make before I show you what we actually did every day. So here's just one coloured. Honestly, it's stunning. coloured. This is the layering stencil, just as it is. So really light colours, really muted tones, beautiful. What if you go dark? So you get that like layered watercolour look on this particular one, not the blended, the layered. So it gives you like that transparency. It's so beautiful. Let's have a look at some more. So this one's £35. Again, you will get discounts. It's 130125 Echo. Sorry, Alpha, sorry. So there's a few of the cards. Let me just show you some of the cards that we did in class. So we did the faux embossed background using the dies in the set. So that's not an embossing folder, that's the dies in the set. Then we did like a broken fence style card as well. Then we did the paper piecing panels and a larger one as well. And then we also did the monochromatic in the live studio. So if you want inspirational content, you want your handheld and some guidance with the products that we put together, create together is a great start. So item number 130125 Alpha, £35. My friend loved her birthday card I made using this set, says Marilyn. It is a beauty. It is a beauty. And I did have that made particularly for Create Together Club because we've had a break from Create Together Club for about 2 years. And I wanted to see if there was, you know, if you wanted it back or not. And I launched it and it went bang. So I'm going to have a little bit of a breathing period and then we'll do another one. So moving down the counter. Now, they're not the cards for this. That, my friend, is Berrylicious. So let's move down. 2 lamination stamps. Now, I've knocked £5 each off of these. These are not old. And we don't just sell old because we can't sell. We give discounts for our newbies maybe, or people who couldn't quite afford on launch. So the first item is the little things. If you want to create flowers on your cards that really look like watercolour paintings, like you've picked up a brush, splashed with some water and you haven't, lamination is for you, okay? It's sort of like Instant Artist with 2 stamps. So this one's called The Little Things. It's normally £18.99. I've taken I've put it down to £15.99. 230823 Bravo. So basically the solid part is where you add the colour, you spray with water, and then you add the second layer, whether you want to do it in a solid colour or spray it. Beautiful, right? The next one I want to talk about, because I'm talking about them both, because I only have one sample, that's all I could find, given the time. The next one is another lamination one, but this has more detail in it. So this one's Chance to Grow. Same concept, guys. The solid black part is where you pop the colour, spray with water and stamp it down. And then the outline is where you ink it up in black or gold embossing or whatever it may be, and then stamp it on top. So you can create, that's the other card you've just seen there. So you can create beautiful watercolour cards. Now, I just picked this one up. I found this one as I was looking. And this one literally is just random. So it's not like giving you the watercolour look with the flowers one colour and the leaves in green. This is just orange and yellow stamped. Look how cool it looks. So you do not have to go for the precise watercolour. You can absolutely just play around with some colour. It's your card. If it makes you happy, you do you. So the item number for this one is 220524 Alpha, normally £18.99. Today it's £15.99. So you all love the Create Together Club. I know I'm planning another. I'm designing another for you all. I'm doing it. You loved it that much. So the last item on the counter is an Amala stamp. Now, this was one of the popular ones from launch. I think this was the second popular from launch. The first popular was the birds, the swallow birds. But this one is Hear Me Roar. It's that 2-part lion's face. And you can connect them beautifully if you want to, but they are separated. So you get this sort of look on your card. It's a big stamp, guys. And it's got some nice sentiments. Embrace your roar, celebrate you, all about you. All you need is love and better together. Just great for guys' cards again. We've got quite a bit of guys' stuff in this show, haven't we? So let me show you some samples for this one. I really like this one. That is me kind of card. That is a nice card. Then if you want to just jazz it up and be a little bit more arty. Two different sides. This one is £17.99. And item code for this one is 090724 Alpha. So there we go. That is the complete show. Now, all of the items will stay at the prices they are for 1 week, okay? Well, Thursday now, because I'm not back until then. So that is the complete show. So the 1 day special, I can tell you over half has gone, which is awesome. So once it's gone, it's completely gone. So if you do love them, make sure you top up and combine them with other things as well, like your 5x5s fit beautifully in the aperture windows of those signature embossing folders as well. So, you know, think beyond what the samples look like and think about how you can cross-pollinate with your craft, because we want to get value for our money, right? So that is the 1 day special complete. I now get to pack for HSN and go and tell the world how fabulous I am in the UK, right? Are you all with me on that? How fabulous I am in the UK? And sell my soul over there and try and grow my brand over there, in the hope that we bring some lovely ladies and gents back with us to celebrate and talk to us all in our crafty community here on When We Go Live in How to Craft Network. So I'm going to love you all and leave you all. If you have any questions, please just shout. But equally, do know that my speech before I started the show in relation to orders, it might not have shown, but your orders have gone. They're definitely being collected. So that's it. If you have any problems, or you know where to go. So whatever you're doing, stay safe, as always, stay cozy, as always, and I will see you all later next week. Have a great weekend, guys. Take care. Bye.